How'd it do, y'all? Tables here, update video. Sorry, I've been MIA quite a bit. I've been dealing with health stuff, essentially. But I wanted to get into this kind of build discussion about Herald of Purity because there's some things that I want to talk about. The campaign ended up going really well. I lived with my brother about 7 hours. It didn't really take too long. Moving into maps, however, we started having survivability issues because we were having damage issues with the purity. And part of that was we couldn't keep 6 up at any given time, like while mapping. And so to solve that, we ended up buying a pair of Grapevine gloves, so now they just summon themselves. We use the Writhing Jar. That gets us our first 2. And then they keep rolling themselves from that point forward. Definitely, as we've gone up in tier of map, survivability of Spectres has increased. But when stuff is not dying, then it gives them more of a chance to kill one of our Spectres. Right now we have 3 of them. I'm just running the Carnage Chieftains right now. Because their survivability is not super duper high. Even with meat shield and life support, they still get kind of wrecked. Mainly by chaos damage, i.e. ritual, which is honestly the one mechanic I really want to do. Zombie survivability's terrible. Constantly having to resummon them. I'm hoping the more juiced we get in the build, the easier that becomes and the more reliable they become. But we'll have to wait and see. Single targets, fantastic, feels great. And AoE clear speed, depending on the map, really quite good. This obviously is not a great map for zooming, I guess, if you want to call it that. So, on like a more open map, Mesa, Strand, they do really well, and I'm pretty impressed. Like I said, the single target's really good. The AoE's not bad. And yeah, we're just kind of plugging away. My biggest issue right now is the idols. I'm not getting any map upgrades. Like, I'm stuck in like T6 to T8. And I'm going to be level 90 soon. But I can't find any maps that are... I can't find any maps that are like higher tiers. It's kind of weird. I saw all their vision with the idols, but, I think the Atlas is just a more, fleshed out concept, right? So yeah, this is kind of what the build looks like. I'm having a ton of fun playing it. I really, truly get Gravebind ASAP. That's the first item you buy, hands down. It's just like, it's going to save your experience. I promise you, it's going to save your experience with this build. Because before Gravebind, it felt awful. It was terrible. Okay, so that's really all that the build, that's really all there is with the build. We're going to cut to a different screen, and we're going to look at what my gear looks like. So, see you in a second. Okay, here we are with the gear. I've probably spent 140 chaos on my gear right now. We got this for 4 chaos. Pretty cheap. And we are currently sitting on 53 attack, 57 spell. We're running Herald of Purity, minion damage. This also is not helping with survivability, but, it's still nice. Brutality, Ruthless, and Melee Fizz. We're going to save Impale for last. It's going to be quite a bit of damage. We got this little bad boy to get some minion Ellie res. And then this was like, I think I spent like 3 chaos on like these Circle of Guilt are so cheap. I can't even begin. Like I've seen some with 100% damage, like 5 chaos. They're so cheap. And yeah, y'all should get these immediately. My buddy dropped this. It's just an all around great necklace. There's nothing good. No, there's nothing great. It's just good. The shield that we're looking for is quite expensive right now. So this is just like a whatever shield. Like, who cares? Like, that, it's whatever. I bought this for 20 chaos. I mean, it's got everything we need. It's not +2, but it is +1. And it'll work. And in there we have Ray Spectre, Minion Life, Summon Stone Golem, and Meat Shield. And then we found this one. I can't remember what I paid for this. Not a whole lot. I mean, like not. I would think it was very cheap, very cheap. And I just wanted the trigger because I was sick of, I was sick of doing all the stuff. And then we have our lovely Gravebind, which kind of makes the build feel as smooth as it does. This was like 70 chaos. These are going to get more expensive if you want like the really good roll. And then I found this yesterday. So like what, 40, almost 40, it's 42 chaos. Damn. That's a lot. It's a lot of chaos. And that actually puts us in the positive, which is sweet. And then I just found this as a drop, if I'm not mistaken. And like my gears, it's really not that good. Writhing Jar. The gear's pretty meh. Extremely meh. This is where we are on the Atlas. And yeah, we're just kind of plugging away. So I'm going to continue to run maps. And yeah, get your Gravebind set up. And hopefully the zombies and the specters will come in line as we get them more levels. And they'll become a little bit more survivable. And my guys will continue to, do damage and get boosted. And, that'll in turn help the survivability of our other minions because things are just dying so quickly. So, yeah, that's the build right now. Pretty happy with it. Not happy with one or two aspects of it. But we're going to keep playing. And we're going to keep grinding. I plan on taking this build all the way to the very end. And then once I cleared everything, got all my stuff, wiped the board with everything, then we'll start a new character and start to play around a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for sticking with me. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You guys be good. Take care of yourselves.